Remote Parking Assist allows to maneuver the vehicle out of tight parking spaces using a smartphone, so the driver can get in and out of the car comfortably. Therefore, the function offers an exploration mode. The vehicle can be activated from outside by using a smartphone and can then be moved forwards or backwards in a straight line for up to 15 meters. In the process, it can also feel its way past detected obstacles, for example in tight parking spaces. The driver must be within a radius of around 3 meters of the vehicle, perform a specific gesture, and monitor the parking maneuver at all times. Remote Parking Assist allows to maneuver the vehicle into tight parking spaces using a smartphone from outside. The vehicle can be parked into parallel and perpendicular spaces, both forward and reverse. The vehicle must have detected an available parking space, which the driver chooses inside the car. Afterwards, the driver can activate the parking function from outside. The driver must be within a radius of around 3 meters of the vehicle, perform a specific gesture, and monitor the parking maneuver at all times. Pre-Safe Plus can warn against collisions with traffic at the rear of the vehicle and protects the occupants from their consequences. If the radar sensors in the rear bumper detect a hazardous situation, the system warns the driver of the vehicle behind by activating the hazard warning flashes at a higher frequency. At the same time, the pre-safe occupant protection measures are activated, such as the belt tensioners. If the vehicle is at a standstill before an impending rear impact, Pre-Safe Plus additionally locks the brakes to minimize the risk of secondary collisions and to reduce the injury risk of the occupants. Car-to-X communication expands the horizons of the onboard sensor systems by exchanging information with other vehicles and is therefore able to warn against impending dangers at an earlier stage than before. With the help of this cell phone-based technology, information about potential dangers ahead can be exchanged between vehicles, allowing a look around the corner or behind obstacles. In the process, the vehicle acts as both a transmitter and receiver. Various critical situations are automatically detected by the vehicle and directly reported to the Mercedes-Benz cloud. The driver can also send out a manual warning. The Car-to-X warning messages are shown directly on the navigation map and highlighted in time.
Verkehrsereignis voraus.
Certain warnings are also communicated to the driver by voice output in advance, which is particularly useful where the course of the road is not obvious. Automatically reported hazards include slippery roads, fog or heavy rain, but also breakdowns and accidents. The cloud can also be used to show information from other data providers, for example, temporary roadworks. Active Steer Assist supports lateral control of the vehicle by helping the driver to keep it in the center of the lane. When clear lane markings are detected, the system keeps the vehicle on track up to a speed of 210 km per hour, even in slight bends. Where the lane markings are unclear, for example where there are roadworks, the system is still able to remain active by taking into account other vehicles and parallel structures such as guardrails and barriers. Even without markings, under suitable circumstances, The lateral guidance function assists the driver up to 130 km per hour. This intelligent swarm behavior greatly improves the standard of driving. In the basic version, blind spot assist warns of impending side collisions with other vehicles when changing lanes. When the radar sensors register another vehicle in or about to enter the blind spot, a red hazard warning triangle appears in the relevant exterior mirror. Active blind spot assist in the driving assistance package goes one step further. If the driver begins to change lanes despite the warning, the brakes are applied on one side to avoid a side-on collision. The belt tensioning function is simultaneously activated as a preventive occupant protection measure. In combination with blind spot assist, the rear cross-traffic alert of active parking assist can warn the driver of cross-traffic when reversing out of parking spaces, and can even initiate autonomous braking if necessary. Active lane keeping assist uses steering wheel vibrations to warn against leaving the lane unintentionally, and actively intervenes if danger arises. Should the camera detect that lane markings are being crossed unintentionally in the speed range between 60 and 200 km per hour, the steering wheel vibrates to indicate that the driver should countersteer. The sensitivity of the warning can be adjusted via a menu in the instrument cluster. In the basic version, when crossing solid road markings, there is an additional one-sided braking intervention to actively guide the vehicle back into its lane. In the driving assistance package, the radar sensors additionally monitor the traffic in the adjacent lane. If there is a risk of collision, for example with oncoming traffic, or if the adjacent lane is occupied by parallel traffic, the one-sided braking intervention is also initiated when broken lane markings are crossed. Active emergency stop assist can brake the vehicle to a standstill if it detects that the driver is permanently not taking control. If the driver does not operate the steering wheel over a certain period of time when using active steering assist, the system issues a visual and audible prompt to place the hands back on the wheel. If there is no driver reaction, even after several warnings, the vehicle brakes to a standstill whenever possible in its detected lane, below 60 km per hour. Following traffic is warned by hazard lights. In standstill, the parking brake is engaged, the vehicle is unlocked to enable access, and the Mercedes-Benz emergency call system is activated. Active Distance Assist Distronic can conveniently adapt the vehicle speed to the road ahead in a variety of situations by using map and navigation data provided by Command Online. The speed can be reduced ahead of toll booths automatically, not only by recognized speed limits, but also according to the route ahead. Afterwards, Active Speed Limit Assist can then adjust the set speed automatically to recognize speed limits. When the vehicle is driving in the slow lane of a motorway or a similar road, the speed is reduced ahead of an exit and adjusted to the following stretch of road as soon as the driver activates the indicator. When route guidance via navigation system is active, this speed adjustment starts automatically. The same applies to turning at crossroads. After passing the route event, the vehicle accelerates to the preset speed again, with consideration of recognized speed limits, vehicles ahead, and the selected distance to those. Distronic also adapts the speed on winding stretches of road if necessary. Depending on the setting of Dynamic Select, The vehicle passes the route ahead dynamically, comfortably, or adapted to fuel efficiency. Ahead of roundabouts, Active Distance Assist Distronic reduces the speed and adapts it to the diameter. After passing the roundabout, it accelerates back up to the set speed as described before. Route-based speed adaptation does not take account of any right-of-way rules. The driver remains responsible at all times. By using map and navigation data, Distronic is able to support both a smooth and an efficient driving style. When Dynamic Select is in Eco setting, this mode is activated automatically on downhill stretches. The powertrain switches to idling mode, and depending on the given driving situation, the engine may even be switched off temporarily. Active Distance Assist Distronic helps the driver to maintain a safe distance to the vehicle in front by controlling the vehicle's speed accordingly. In stop-and-go traffic, it assists the driver by automatic restart of the vehicle after stopping. If the vehicle approaches a slower-moving road user or a stopping vehicle, this function can conveniently brake the car automatically if necessary to a complete stop. Depending on the type of road, the system then remains ready to restart within a period of up to 30 seconds, with a space ahead monitored by multiple sensors. Once the traffic starts to move again, the system accelerates the vehicle to the previous set speed and automatically maintains a distance from the vehicle ahead. Active Speed Limit Assist recognizes speed limits and automatically adjusts the vehicle speed accordingly. Speed limits recognized via camera or navigation system are displayed in the instrument cluster and adopted by Active Distance Assist Distronic automatically as set speed. Traffic sign recognition by camera also works with gantries and temporary roadwork signs. Where the maximum speed is not limited on motorways, the recommended speed of the according country is supplied by the navigation system as the new set speed for Distronic. Implicit speed limits, for example, 100 km per hour on country roads and 50 km per hour in cities in Germany, are also supplied by navigation. Active Brake Assist, which is included as standard, warns an inattentive driver if there is an impending danger of a collision with vehicles and crossing pedestrians, helps to prevent an accident, and if necessary, intervenes with autonomous braking. When the system's radar detects the danger of a collision with a vehicle ahead, it first reacts with a visual and acoustic warning. If the driver then operates the brake pedal, but not firmly enough, Active Brake Assist will increase the brake pressure accordingly. Both functions operate in a speed range from 7 to 250 km per hour. If there is no driver reaction, the system initiates autonomous braking at speeds up to 200 km per hour. At up to 60 km per hour, standard specification Active Brake Assist also reacts to stationary vehicles and crossing pedestrians in the danger zone in front of the vehicle, and is therefore able to avoid accidents at typical urban driving speeds by autonomous braking, or to mitigate their severity. Driving Assistance Package Active Brake Assist with cross-traffic function offers additional benefits and helps to avoid imminent collisions with slowly crossing traffic at speeds up to approximately 70 km per hour. An accident can ideally be prevented at speeds of up to approximately 60 km per hour. As part of the driving assistance package, Active Brake Assist with congestion emergency braking function offers additional benefits. Should it detect the end of a traffic jam with no possibility of evasion at speeds up to 130 km per hour, it can greatly reduce the severity of the accident. At speeds up to 100 km per hour, an impending collision can even be avoided. Following traffic is warned by adaptive brake lights while braking and by hazard warning lights when standing.